All right, all right. Are we live? How's it going, everyone? Let's see what we got going on. ZBCN moving? What's up, Cryptic Jared? How's ZBCN looking? Able to get anything into the market yet? No, not yet. I'm completely out. What's up, Alan? AOS is up 46%. Yeah, there's a lot of things moving right now. Are we back? JASMY had a nice bounce. ZBCN, she's up 7%. Yeah, market's not looking too bad today. ZBCN hasn't really moved overall, but it looks good here. It's right over the 236 again at 99. So not a bad spot. Yeah, I saw Bitcoin's up. Some of the meme coins had some nice moves. You guys see Maneki? Maneki did a 3x overnight. Yeah, Bitcoin here is getting stuck right at the 786, but we are above that 83K once again. Almost 7 hours left on this day, these candles here, so it still remains to be seen. Oh no, we got the daily candle to close over. All right, here we go. All right, so we're above the 618 now, so we're officially gonna start moving up, hopefully. 85K, and then I think once we get over 95K, 90 to 95K, we're good. But not looking too bad at the moment. I'm debating on holding 2 million ZBCN until next bull run. I mean, if you make some money this cycle and you got enough to hold some coins, just remember they will go all the way back down wherever they go. So you'll get a chance to buy them cheap again, in my opinion at least. What's up, Alicia? How you doing? AOS is up. Yeah, we might have to go look at Dex Screener because a lot of some coins are moving right now. AOS, where's our AOS chart? Yeah, I mean with AOS here, the same thing. It looks like the bottom is in. A lot of these PNGs and all these coins that we watch, they all came back down. Alien base, turbo, everything came back down to the macro support and resistance area from where they took off and were holding. So pretty much 20 should have been the bottom. AI's got a nice little pump going on. Just hopefully we don't get stuck and we go right back down. We need some follow through. So the bottom is in on AIs right now, over 28.5. Bullish over 30, 38, 39. What's up, Jim? I noticed some BTC pairs are moving against rather than with BTC. Might be a sign BTC is ready to blast off. Yeah, it could be. We're so ready for it. That's what we've been saying over the last couple of streams, though. It looks like we're about to get out of here. Yeah, 11 votes, 55% say no, we're not blasting off. No, you mean when you can redeploy the funds at the bottom? Yeah. You got XCN, JASMY, ZBCN, and NADX. Yeah, I mean, there's no telling what's going to pump last, what's going to pump first. That's why all you can do is just buy your coins and hold and hope for the best. So what is Ethereum doing? Ethereum's got a nice little bounce going on. So what are the larger meme coins doing? What is Mog and Pepe doing? Yeah, I mean, it looks like the whole market's bouncing right now. You're doing good. I'm all right. It's good to see you guys doing well. What's up, Lord Zero Cool? Yeah, I hope so. Round 1 soon, May, June, and then round 2, October, November. Yeah, I think that's when the blow off top's gonna be, if we have one this time. It's gonna be November. Future bond markets. Yields going up with everything is a uber bearish signal for the economy. What's up, Dustin? AI and ISO will shine this bull run. Yeah, what are some of the base coins? Well, what is Arrow doing? Yeah, XCN, I mean, XCN told us it took off first, and now the market's starting to go again. But ultimately, I did an update on XCN today. Got stuck right at our red box, right at the 618. But it looks good. Ladies is up 41%. I forgot about ladies. Yeah, a lot of the meme coins had a nice pump. Ladies. I think you can get ladies on crypto.com. I believe that's where I saw it. Yeah, she came down and tagged the 236 again. A little double bottom action going on with a higher low. Not a bad spot for ladies here. It looks like it's getting ready to take off. You're over the 3-2. So when this thing wakes up and makes a higher high, 1618 at 6.7 would be a 15x. Oh yeah, B3. Yeah, B3 is going to be a big coin. I just don't know. I don't know what their coin situation is. But I think all the base coins are going to do well. Yeah, but if you wanted a gaming coin on base, it would be B3. I don't know. Is B3 about to fall? Oh, she's still getting stuck at the 236. It needs to get over this level here because you're starting to form a very bearish continuation pattern. So it needs to get over 3.9 and then 4.5. But yeah, B3 is going to be a good one. XCN Binance futures hit yesterday, did they? Not sure the 382 will hold. I mean, we'll see. I mean, the fact that it broke out of that downtrend that it's been stuck at is a good sign. But as I said on the update, it could come all the way back down and back test the previous trend that you broke. But hopefully not, but we'll see. What do we got going? NKN is getting dumped hard. Yeah, did it go lower again? I think we were saying the bottom might be in on NKN. Oh, it did go lower. Wow. Oh, it came right to the 786. I guess we drew that last time we looked at it. So that should be the bottom on NKN. I mean, it's in the volume area from all the way back here. You're hitting the final support. It's holding. So it's good how it's coming right down to that level and holding perfectly. So I have to move this down now. So getting back over the 618 and then the 0.5, of course, would be the bottom end and then bullish. So if that's the bottom, I mean, not a bad spot to be buying in on NKN. Macro bottom is in, pile in. Binance has been playing dirty. Yeah, Miria. Fefe on ETH. Yeah, I mean, it's at that final volume area, so I mean, if it doesn't hold that, then it's never going back up. If it loses this support, then it's just going to fall off the table. So you'd have to guess the bottom is in on NKN here. Yeah, it's over a 70% drop back down to the bottom. Alright, I guess I'm pulling up Dex Screener. Fefe. Dex Screener for the win. Let's see what we got going on here. Fefe on ETH. Ending in... Oh, it starts with... Wait on XCN to move back up, and we'll trade to more Velo. Yeah, Velo's been holding up very well. Not Velodrome. Velodrome looks like crap right now. What's up, you grow? What a day. We got Eric for 2. I appreciate that. Cookie Dow. Alright, we'll do Cookie Dow real quick since he paid. Cookie Dow. Yeah, Cookie's going to be a good one too. Cookie, what does this look like? Yeah, you came back down and you back tested the 618. So yet another coin that came all the way back down, and if you just look at the chart, this is where we got stuck. Or no, this is where we got stuck. This is where we got resistance, and then support, and then we hit that area once again. So just keep it simple on Cookie Dow. You're over the 618 there. We'll draw another one, go from the low to the high. Oh yeah, you hold the double 618, so it's in a good spot right now. That's exactly what you want to see. Let me pull that back up. So back over the high at 19,382. That's when you're bullish back over 20. And then, as we said last time, for this one to make a new high, once it can get through the 1618 at 77 pretty much. I don't see anything stopping it from running all the way up to 180 to $2. That would be your 19.5. 21x on Cookie Dow. But the overall chart, not bad. Higher lows and higher highs. Once we go vertical, coins like Cookie Dow are just going to go completely vertical like this. Out of nowhere. What's up, King? Can we do TA on auction? I appreciate the words. Yeah, I think a lot of things on the macro have been curling up. 3-day stock R size poking its head above 20. Yeah, not looking bad. All right, let me pull up Deck Screener real quick. Wait, let me find the coin first. Fefe. I think we looked at it before. Fefe on ETH. All right, I guess this is the top one here. All right, let me see if I can bring this up. We got a black screen. I don't know why it's not showing up. Oh, come on. All right, hold on. I screwed up. All right, there's Cookie. There we go. Fefe on ETH, almost 800K market cap. Let's see what we have going on here on Fefe. It's not moving. It looks like a good chart here. Question is the bottom end. So we go from the high to the low. Yeah, you're holding the 236, so the bottom is in. You're clearly in a massive downtrend here. So this thing needs to break the downtrend to be bullish, of course. So it looks like getting over the 0.5 would accomplish that. Let's see if it tells us anything else. So once you get over 4.1 or 4.2, break the downtrend to 3.2. Oh, as of right now, the 3.2 at 2.8. So Fefe doesn't seem to be in a bad spot. Needs to get bullish and break the trend. Once you move up 50% and get over 2.8, break out over 6.2. New high on this one would take you up to a 27x to 53 to 5 pennies. And then let's just go ahead and draw another one just to get a different target. And we'll just go from the high to the low. So right now, if you want to look at it this way, 2.9, bottom is in, bullish over 4.5. And then this one takes you up to 6 cents. So 5 to 6 cents would be your target for almost a 30x. All right, let me get back over to the chat. What's up, Isaac? We make buying red candles look easy. What's up, O House? Down 30K to being up 3K. Yeah, it's not for everyone. I know, I've lost my money many times. Just out of nowhere, you're poor. Let me call Trump. I'll ask him to tweet or make an announcement. What's up, Quantum? BCH. What was the other one we had to look at? Oh, auction. Yeah, we've been looking at auction pretty much every stream now. Auction. Where the hell's our chart? Bounce to the moon. Alright. Switch in the music. It's getting annoying. Yeah, auction came all the way back down. Jeez. I think we said this. This thing fell right back down into the pattern. This thing, that was it, it looks like. I know there's a lot on the screen here. I think we were looking at the monthly. Oh yeah, this is what we were looking at. Off of that large move. And off of that wick, if you kind of ignore it, the candles are still stuck here. So looking on the macro for bounce, it still looks bullish inside this falling wedge pattern. And I mean, it had that run. So hopefully you guys are taking profit when that happens. But it's still technically holding in here if you ignore the wicks all over the place. So you're over the 382 at 980, and you're still over the 618. So if it stays in this pattern and you stay over the 382, you'll probably have another decent run out of this thing. And the big question is it going to stay over one of these levels? Bullish over 21, and then if it's going to come up here and make a higher high, once it breaks through 67 to 72, next target's 176. From where you are today, about a 13x, 13.5x. But I mean, just zooming out on the macro monthly, it looks okay. I would personally never buy bounce, but it doesn't look horrible on the macro. BCH. Yeah, BCH is another one on my list. Hopefully I got to use the list one day. Yeah, our green box held. Our green support box held. We're over the 382. So once we break this structure here, because we did just make a lower high and a lower low, so it's doing what the rest of the market and Bitcoin's been doing exactly. So just focusing on the macro, our box held, a 382 held. We're getting stuck right at the 0.5, so you got to stay over 269 and break over 381. And then once you can finally get over the 618 here and break this high, so you need to get over what about 640, and then you're bullish at that point. Break that structure there. But if BCH just goes sideways for a couple of months, that's what I wanted to do. Just kind of do this again. But BCH is one of the ones that made a lower low from the 2018 top, 2021. So the question becomes, is it actually going to come up here and make a higher high and do a 14x, or is it more likely one of the coins? I mean, that's not a good enough move. So maybe $1,000. That would only be a 3x on this one. Yeah, just because of the past. If I roll into BCH, I would probably get a little 3x and get out. But that's my game plan. What do we got going on? My phone went off. Hold on. But yeah, that would be my plan for BCH there. FHE is up 163%. What the heck is FHE? The auction team next to rug anyone that gets bullish on it. That's what it looks like. What's up, Steven? What's up, haha? Get out of the way, I can't see. ICP, yeah, let's look at FHE, whatever that is. But pretty much everything's getting a bounce. Yeah, FHE. Mind Network, is that what we're looking at? Never heard of this one. Yep, she's up 160%. Oh, it just came out. That's why it's up. It just launched. The top is in. Where's this coin at? Yeah, a nice move, but it looks like it's putting in a top. I don't know what this coin is, but this is 4-hour candles. But as long as you're over 7-8, you're bullish. If you fall lower than the 236, it's probably over. ICP. I always forget about ICP. Wait, is ICP? Hold on. I think ICP's on Coinbase on my list. I would imagine it is. Oh yeah, it's on Coinbase. She's bullish on the 4-hour. She's about to go to the moon, it looks like. She's curled up. Let's just go to the monthly. Yeah, one of the coins that's following the rest of the market on the macro, lower lows and lower highs. So the big question is the bottom in on ICP? Like I keep saying, it's like the rest of the market. Yeah, that should be the bottom. You just tagged the 786 final support. We're seeing that a lot. So ICP's down here in a real good buying zone. Once you get over the 382, 236 at pretty much 10 bucks, the bottom is in and you're bullish. Breakout and bull run over the 618. But the question is, how high is ICP going to go? I think $200 should be a fair price. $75 to the 618. That would only get you, I mean, it is an older coin. So let me see, let me fix this real quick. But it looks like the bottom should be in on ICP. So a 14x up to the 618. If you get through that, the 786 here up to 180, that'd be a 33x. So almost a 38, 39x, about a 38x if you can hit 200 bucks on ICP. Now, is it gonna go higher than that? I have no idea. Nah, there's no way. It's a 400x to the 1272 new high. So ICP, if it stays down and waits for me, I would probably get out at 40 bucks. If it hit 40 bucks and I got my 7x, that's where I'm out. But ICP is going to be a good runner. What's up, Charmander? Near, thinking about adding more to my bag since it's at my average. Every coin looks good, giving me relief. Yeah, enjoy the relief while it lasts, because there's no telling. What's up, Airy? Okay, I don't know how to say that name. I'm just gonna call you Airy. Airy in the house. What's up? Can you please do Swift and XCN? Next week will be epic. Make me that money. Near protocol. But yeah, ICP is not in a bad spot. Bottom is in. What is Near doing here on the macro? Yeah, you just tagged the 236. You're just below. So does Near have more room to go down is the question. So you do have final support down here at 157. So it's going to depend on what happens on the market. If you can get back over 228, you're holding over 2, then that should send you up to try to be bullish over the 382 here at about 315. So you are over the 236, but if you lose $2, then it is going to come down, just like ICP and some other coins did. And you still have that final support lingering at the bottom there. But we do have one more to draw. We'll go from there where the price is now Yeah, so that's a 30% drop if it's going to come down to 150. But the other one will draw here on near. I'm going to see if there's a better chart too. Going from the low to the high. All right, you're sitting right on the 618. So that's exactly what you want to see. So you do have good support here. Near USD. Just want to see if there's an older, better chart. Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, we got T13 in the building. Edwin. Edwin, he says, are you going to listen this time? Oh, my man. But yeah, Bitcoin's not in a bad spot here. I didn't realize we closed over the 618 at 83. So once we get over 85, time to go up. We need a rate drop to really have market injection into the market. So you guys think we're going to be bullish for the next 90 days? Is it finally happening, at least to a degree? Swift and what do we say? Swift and XCN. Yeah, we've looked at XCN a couple times already. XCN to the moon. I mean, she's bullish now that she broke out. You're holding over the 0.5 at the moment. So this 19 area, as long as you can hold that, she may continue. Just a little cool off period. It couldn't get through our red resistance box. That is the double 618. So 2.2 to 2.4. Once we break that, then it should be good to go. Excuse me. But she's still holding up here. If the market's going to flip bearish, then I mean, XCN goes against it sometimes, but you know, if we're going to turn bearish again, then you could come back all the way down 65% and backtest the previous trend that held for a very long time, as you can see, which would be normal, but we really want this thing to continue. I really want XCN to go to the moon for you guys. But if we hold those levels, break the 618, of course we have the 786 here at 3.3. That's a 60% move, and then the macro 786 is the next big stop at 5.5, 170% move. And Swift Coin, I updated Swift Coin today. Swift Coin looks good. Looks like the bottom was in. Just zooming out sideways forever, and you came back and you back tested this resistance area. A lot of coins did the same thing. Everything came back down to back test, it looks like. Not everything, but that should be the bottom. As long as you're over 8.3, you're getting stuck at resistance right now. So over this 1.5 penny range, let's see what we have here. Oh yeah, you're right at the 3.2. So you're getting stuck at the 3.2, so 1.5 up to 1.6. Once you get over this, then you're bullish. But yeah, Swiftcoin has a lot of good targets. You got 10 cents for a 6.5x, and then 20 cents, good round number, for a 13.5x, and then 50 cents for a 33x. And then for those in the camp of $1 on Swiftcoin, it's an 80x. To about $1.25. But you can see tagged to 618 and getting stuck at the 3.2. So it's not in a bad spot. We're about to boom. That 88.9 level will be key for BTC to break out to continue on this rally. Buying every day, says Isaac. Yeah, is T13 still here? He comes in here. Where you at, my man? T13 to the front of the line. Come up here and say hi. Let me know you're listening, and then we'll go look at Edwin again. But I gotta know you're here. What are we looking at? Bitcoin dominance. There you go. It's still holding up in this channel. Still at 63. It's been in the same spot for a while. But the bullish thing that we've been looking at usually, or lately, is the SPY here. The S&P bottom is in, it looks like. That looks like a bottom. Time to go up. This has me bullish here. That fast move down. So we may get that first leg up again. You want to make real money, not happy meal money. I think JASMY's without the monster mash. Well, JASMY is at resistance at the moment, so if it can get through this resistance level. But yeah, that looks so bullish. Yeah, we just need these coins. We need Bitcoin to break over. Everything's getting stuck again. Like I keep saying, we need some follow through. Let me look at the other chart. So we have that new chart on JASMY, but then with the older chart, JASMY to the moon. The old trusty Gate.io chart, I guess. But yeah, it's right here still. 2363, 2 to be bullish over 18, but this 16.6 level. All this support is now resistance. So JASMY's at resistance. If it can break through this and get over the 382 to be bullish, then yeah. Then she may. What do we got? 29 people here. How's the poll? 34 votes. All right, 65% of you guys say we're about to blast out of here. Edward, what's up, T13? Edwin been beating ever since we hit lows around 73K. All right, let me pull up Edwin. We should have it up here. There we go. Edwin, I think you said Edwin's going to $1. 136x from where it is. Let's see. She's still bullish. She's still holding the trend, but still stuck at the 786 as you can clearly see. But it is in a very bullish pattern here. Edwin's not a bad play, my man. She looks like she's about to rocket out of here, to be honest. Unless you clearly break down below the 618 at 6.3. If you go lower than 6.3, then it's over. But it's clearly very bullish here. Once it gets over 8.3, it's off to the moon. First big stop is a 3x up to 1.9, pretty much 2 cents. And then if it's going to go hit $1 for you, it's 120x now. Yeah, Edwin looks like it's about to blast out of here. I would buy it here if I had some Solana, but I don't. It'd be nice to throw $100 on this right now. Finally get back something in the market. Let's see. If Michael Saylor announces a buy, we're good. What's up, the outdoor? Can we do H-bar? What's up, Ravens? H-bar. Let me pull H-bar up, and then I gotta go see what my son is doing. He got very quiet in there. He was playing the VR, but I don't hear anything anymore. All right, H-bar's up. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. H-bar. H-bar is doing the same thing. It's getting stuck right at the 382 at the moment. It's at 17. That's pretty much the same level. So we're going to see if there's some follow through, or we're all getting stuck and going right back down. So low to the high, you bounced off with a 0.5, and you're stuck at this 17. So you have to get over that and stay over that to stay bullish, or be bullish. So we're trying, but we need Bitcoin to start moving back up, break over that 786 level, and then we're good. But yeah, H-bar. Yeah, what did H-bar hold on the macro? Let me go ahead and move this smaller one. So 2021 high to the low. Came up, got stuck right at the 786 on the monthly candles. And then H-bar from the low to the high. Yeah, not a bad look. It held the 618, and it's been making higher highs and higher lows. But the question is, where's H-bar gonna run? So you got to get over 20 for a breakout. All right, so H-bar to $1, $1.23, $1.25, whatever it's going to be. If I had H-bar, if it doesn't break down, of course, that's your 5 to 10x move. So a 7x would take you up to the 1272. It's going to go higher. That would be your 10x, so $1.80. So if it comes up there, it's probably going to tag $2. So a $2 H-bar would be your 11x, if you think it's going to go that high. But yeah, I mean, that looks like it should be it, because you have the support back here, the resistance, and now you're back at that level. If we were to draw a macro support and resistance box here, So it looks to be the bottom should be in on H bar. That should be it. We should start moving up. If the market breaks down from here, then we got a problem. CTX flips bullish. What's up, AMG? How you been? What's up, Slava, my man? How you doing today? ACH, CTX. CTX, let's see here. It's CTX flip bullish. I don't have no idea. Not yet. It's just doing what the rest of the market's doing here. It didn't quite tag it, but it hit the final 786 support. If you want to do two different ones to try to see. Yeah, so double 236618, you have to get over to put a bottom in. I guess longer term. If we zoom in, we'll just pull this down to this little wick high. Okay, short term you're bullish. You're right. So short term on the daily candles here. Wait, maybe I misspoke. You're right there. So is that a wick? That is a wick. So yeah, you are bullish over 164, right where you're at right now. It got stuck, but it needs to hold and it needs to move up. So you have to stay over 164 to be bullish, and then break out over the double 618 at 188. But she's short-term bullish, trying to hold on here, holding on for dear life. What did CTX come down to? Yeah, CTX just made a lower low on the macro. So it needs to have some follow through. It needs to hold. It needs to get over the larger levels here, of course. It's getting stuck right at that 618. That was very good macro support. So short term, a little bit bullish, but long term, it's stuck below here. It did tag the 786, like I said. So, I mean, you would have to guess, unless this thing's going to fall and go down and go to zero, that should be the bottom. But we need the market to move up. Because everything, even CTX on the macro, is at resistance right now. So what's tomorrow going to be? Bullish or not? What is ACH doing? Is it moving? ACH. Man, she got a nice little bounce. I'm very bullish on ACH. The same thing that Edwin coin is doing. Alright, let's get a little bit more bullish music going. But yeah, ACH doesn't look bad here. It's still macro curled up. This is a very beautiful looking chart. I really want ACH to wait for me so I can get in, so it needs to just crawl around for the next till July. But once ACH breaks out over the red box, gets over the 618 at 5.5, she's going to the moon. If this pattern holds up, but it's very bullish here. ACH at least is going to be a good 20x play, in my opinion. But this will probably be only an hour stream. I have things I have to do today again. It's senior serve day, so yeah, right now low to the high, you're stuck at the 236, so the bottom is not in this regard until you get over 2.3 and then bullish over 2.5 to 2.7. But ACH is holding up very well. Oh wow, we've been on here 50 minutes already. Jeez. What's up, Moonwalker? Can we do DIA? Nah, there's no fishing. Got high school stuff going on. Project graduation. Senior serve. But yeah, everyone answer the poll and hit the like button for me, please. That will help out. What time we got? Almost 1 o'clock. Oh, since we looked at Edwin, she's pushing up. Damn, sucks I can't buy this coin. She's just over the 786. Edwin's about to blast off, I think. Oh, what are we looking at? Can we look at DIA? DIA, what is she doing? Yeah, so it looks like the bottom is in on DIA. Made a slightly higher low. Pretty much the trend is holding, depending on where you want to draw it at, of course. Well, I guess if we had it here before, you broke it. So, yeah, I would say bullish back on DIA once you get over. You hit the final support. You came down, of course, higher low. So that should have been the bottom on DIA, but it has to get back over this trend line here. Get back over the 236. So if you can get back over 45, then you're good. Then you're golden. And then bullish back over 66 to 74. But it did hit the final support with a higher low. It's making higher highs. Excuse me. So if DIA holds up and gets back over those levels, the higher high would take you up to the 618 at 163 and do almost a 5x, and then the 786 would be an 8x to 280. So if this thing stays alive, you know, $3 could be a good target and get an 8x, almost a 9x. But if you think it's going to come all the way up here and hit almost a 2 billion market cap, that's a 40x to 14. But it's doing the same thing everything's doing. It's just macro curl up. So unless it clearly breaks down, you know, it looks good on the macro. Thanks for looking, hoping it holds. Yeah, it's going to depend on what the market's going to do here tomorrow. So we got good inflation data. But yeah, looking at the S&P and Bitcoin's back over 83K, we're just right there. Just need to get over 85.6, and then definitely over the high from back here. Once it gets over 88.9, yeah, then we're good. You're so hungover. I need to get on diet all next week for Lent. Tomorrow is Sunday. What are we looking at? You get tired of Sailor sometimes. I'm all for Bitcoin, but geez. So what was something that was dying? I mean, we're good today. I mean, there's just a sea of green today. Someone mentioned Myria earlier. Yeah, there's nothing bullish on Myria at the moment. At all. Excuse me. as of right now, if that's the bottom, 1, 2, and then 2 to be bullish. Is this thing only on MEXC still? Maria. Bottom in on Brett, huh? Damn, some of these coins completely died. But that looks like that should be it. Really can't go any lower. It's going to 0. Gold will go to the moon next week, probably. Coinbase wallet, okay. I think you can pretty much buy everything on Coinbase wallet. But I'm not going to use Coinbase wallet. I don't have the Ethereum gas fees for when we start going. The only hope is BTC decouples from NASDAQ. That's our only hope. I don't think that's ever going to happen. The market peaked in January. Yeah, but I still think this is telling us we're about to be bullish. This to me is screaming we're about to go up. Because we did the same thing back here. Alright, let's slow the music down a little bit. Okay. But yeah, I mean, we're green today. I guess it's the weekend, but there's only 20 people here watching. We've been on for an hour. I got things to do. But you guys hit the like button, answer the poll. Go check out the updates I did on the channel today. And see what you think. But yeah, I will definitely be back on here tomorrow. And I guess we'll leave it at that for now. Edwin's still moving up. Damn. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll see when we come back on here tomorrow. See what kind of damage Edwin's going to do. Edwin on Solana is about to blast off. Toshi is up 34%. Yeah, there's a lot of coins moving right now. But yeah, we're going to leave it there. I got to end it. I got to go feed my son, and we got to get ready for things going on today. In the poll really quick. I appreciate you guys coming in here for the hour we were here. What's up, Alex? How you doing, my man? I was talking about you the other day. I was like, where's Alex at? He ain't been here in a while. Alex is in the house, everyone. Can we look at Kaibo Shib? What is that on? Kaibo Shib. Yeah, you guys always start asking for coins when I say I'm getting off. Every time. Kaibo Shib. I guess it is on here. You're lucky. Kaibo Shib going to 0. What the hell is this? Yeah, it does the same thing every time. Down, 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 down. So there's no bottom on this coin. All we can do is speculate if this is the bottom on Kaibo Shib. It's just going down forever. Long term over 4.5, bottom is in, and then 382 at 760 would be bullish again. But if that is a bottom, which it doesn't even look like it, you got to do a 3x just to get bullish. 618 would be a 7x, and if you blow through that, come back here to the top to 403 would be your 12.5, 13x, and if you think this thing's going to make a new high, if you're bullish on it and you think it's just going to rocket out of here, this would be a 68x. But there's nothing saying the bottom is in at all. There's nothing bullish on it. All you can do is gamble. All right, short term on Kaibo Shib. All right, you're over the 236, so short term over 246. The bottom is in. Damn it. And then bullish back over 2.8. And then confirmed bottom in. Once you get over this move down, would be over 3.4. You've been depressed? Yeah, a lot of us in the same boat. I just lost money on XCN. I bought the top. It fell off the table. But yeah, good to see you back. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I'm in a better spot now. I don't know when the last time you were here, but I'm back down in South Texas and things are going well. Just got to get a job because I'm poor. This YouTube thing's been killing me for the last 3 months. Like 3 months of just death in the market. Damn, 10 people left. What's up, Cha? How you doing, my man? But yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm completely out of the market now, my man. So I'll get back in at some point, hopefully. Wait till June, July. What's up, finance? But yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tough market for sure. Yeah. But yeah, make sure you come back, Alex. I'll be back on here tomorrow. We're live streaming every day that I'm not busy. But today I got a lot of things going on. But as always, I appreciate you guys coming in. None of this is financial advice. And peace out, everyone.